Hello everyone! So I am very late to this video idea. Everyone's already made their videos like this, they probably made them multiple weeks ago. However, I still wanted to make this video. Essentially what this video is going to be is a small guide on how to prepare for the Halloween event. I am aware that the Halloween event is tomorrow or today, depending on whether I post this in the morning or not, probably. But it's basically just going to be me telling you the tips that I do, really. When there is an update like Halloween, like Christmas, stuff like that, so you can make the most out of your time, really. So I'm just gonna get into it and then I'm gonna split up all of the tips and stuff. Okay, so AdoptMe does this thing where they'll normally have like a stand, and every day you can go and exchange bucks for said currency. They do it at Christmas, they did it at the summer event, I'm pretty sure they did it at the spring festival as well, but you can essentially exchange a set amount of bucks for a set amount of candy every day. So having a large amount of bucks saved up is really beneficial for that. There is also the possibility that they will release things that do cost bucks. For example, during the summer event, we had those keys that you could buy with bucks. So they may do something like that where there are things that you can buy with bucks. I also know that there is a pet paint that's coming out that will cost bucks. At least I'm pretty sure that's what was said in the Discord server. But yeah, just saving bucks is beneficial. Not to mention during the festival, like the spring festival, there was that robot that you could spend bucks on and then it would give you like random items and stuff. Nobody is saying that you need to have 500,000 bucks. Even 100,000 bucks you don't need. Like, maybe maximum 50,000 bucks would be perfectly fine. Do not, and I repeat, do not open your crystal eggs or your basic eggs before the Halloween event. In fact, don't open them until the final week of the Halloween event. A lot of people completely glossed over what the eggs actually did, and they've still been opening them since the update came out, which is just a waste because the only pets you can actually get from them right now are pets that are constantly in-game, pets from the eggs, pets like the mahi-mahis, stuff like that. There is no point opening them unless there is an event running. So what you need to do is save those eggs, stop opening, just keep them in your inventory until the final week of the Halloween event, because when you open them then, you have a chance to obtain any of the Halloween pets. The eggs allow you to get any pet that is currently obtainable in the game that is not Robux. So that includes all of the default pets, like the pets you get from the eggs, the pets that you can buy like the mahi-mahis and stuff like that. It includes any event pets that aren't Robux. It includes pets from the login streak pass, like the star rewards. It includes the random pets around the map that you can buy, like the muskrat. So save your eggs because you can get the Halloween pets without actually having to spend candy on them. I would not recommend only hatching eggs to get the Halloween pets. Like, still grind out candy, because along with these Halloween pets there will be the other pets as well, so the chances of you getting a Halloween pet will be decreased, but it is possible. If you have access to more than one device, please use it. Alt accounts are literally just the most amazing thing when it comes to playing games like AdoptMe, because they can help you boost pretty much everything. Like, it's not just about aging pets faster and earning more bucks and stuff. During events, it is amazing for increasing your candy earnings or like your event currency earnings. Now, when you play on a main account, you can earn 100% of earnings from actually grinding and making an effort, right? But you can't run two accounts at the exact same time doing everything like properly. You wouldn't be able to play the minigame at the same time on two different accounts. So you will not earn 100% of what you would earn on a main account, but it is still additional candy that you wouldn't earn without an alt account. It is also helpful when there are like AFK zones and stuff like that. You can have an alt or multiple of them in the AFK zone while you grind on your main account, so that it's still getting you that additional candy without you having to even do anything. Minigames are also good because they normally have a standard like set currency minimum that you can earn from the minigame. So essentially you can put your alt in the minigame without doing anything and it will still earn that base minimum amount, as opposed to your main account, which would be earning the maximum because you're actually playing the game. So like I said, if you do have access to multiple devices, use them, put them to use and increase the amount of candy you earn, because you will not be able to earn enough candy on one singular account to get enough of every pet that you want. So having that additional is amazing. Now, it may seem tempting just to trade for the new pets rather than actually grinding for them. You know, everyone wants the new pets when they come out, and obviously you're not going to immediately have all of the candy and stuff unless you buy it with Robux, which means that the people that do spend Robux to buy it are trading it for other pets. So they get overhyped. People end up paying so much for these pets they could obtain throughout the 4 weeks, like the 4-week period of the event. So personally, I would suggest not trading for the pets because you have enough time to get them, and you can always trade afterwards if you don't get enough of a certain pet. But do not trade for them immediately. That is not smart. If you are going to trade for them for whatever reason, maybe you don't have the time to grind, maybe you just can't be bothered, but if you are going to trade for them, be logical about it. Don't give somebody a mega neon for a pet that you can easily obtain from grinding just because you're feeling lazy. Try to avoid trading immediately. This kind of links onto the previous tip, but I know that there is a lot of laziness when it comes to adoptme players. I'm aware that not everyone is going to be like me or other people that grind where they just do it non-stop constantly and they can make like multiple neons a day. However, there are people that play this game for no reason at all, really. Like, they'll join and they'll trade a bunch of stuff for a pet, and then they won't play again until the next update. The game is not about trading and becoming the richest player. The game is about having fun, playing, making an effort into playing these updates and actually grinding. Like, adoptme wants people to play their game, not just join for 5 minutes a day to log in. Nobody is telling you that you have to grind 24/7 for this update. Nobody is telling you that you have to use every second of your free time to grind this update. But you should be grinding as much as you can for the things that you want. If you don't want anything, fine. But you can't expect to get neons or mega neons of every pet if you're not actually putting the work in. Like, that's the important part. You actually have to make an effort. This one isn't really that important, honestly, but I'm still gonna say it just because it might be helpful for some people. But you should really be saving age-up potions. I would never suggest using age-up potions on pets that are obtainable like constantly. Like, if you've just hatched some Aztec eggs and you've gotten like 4 of the same pet, don't use your age-up potions to turn that into a neon. Like, you can put that in your pet pen, or you can age it up at any point when you have free time. Age-up potions should really be saved for events, personally, in my opinion. Please don't come at me for that, but like, it just makes it so helpful because when the update comes out and you have enough to buy 4 of one pet, you can instantly turn that into a neon if you use your age-up potions that you've saved. Not to mention, if you are a trader, that's really good because if you make a neon really fast, you could trade that for something that you've been wanting for a while because other people don't want to age up the pets. So yeah, age-up potions are just really helpful to have. I feel like you should always have like a summary of age-up potions. I'm not talking like hundreds, but like a few. This is the final tip, and it's probably the most important one that I have. Please don't spend your currency right away. It is not smart to do that, and I will explain why. It is no shock to anyone that these updates can get expensive. Like, you could save up 5 million candy, but still not be able to make a mega neon of every pet. That is kind of the point. I feel like the adoptme devs are fully aware that it is not possible to do that. No matter how much you grind, even if you didn't sleep, or didn't eat, or go to the bathroom for 24 hours a day, it still would not be possible to get 16 of each pet for mega neons. As annoying as it is, they don't want to make it easy for you to get everything. It's their way of encouraging people to play and grind and also encourage trading because that's another part of the game. So the smart thing to do would be to save your currency until the final week, not the final day, just in case you forget to buy stuff and you've just like wasted all of your time and your candy. Save your candy until the final week, and then you can spend a couple days trying to calculate everything. So rather than buying random things whenever you have enough, like for example during the summer event, people were buying hammerhead sharks the second they earned enough, and that ended up with them having like 50 hammerhead sharks. Don't do that. What I do is I save up as much as I can, and then I will work out the things that I really want. So for example, Spring Festival, I really wanted 16 of those moths to make a mega neon. So I calculated how many 16 of those would cost, and then I used my candy, like my final candy currency, to work out how much I would have left over, and then I would work out the next pet that I wanted. You can always trade for everything else after, but I would suggest that you prioritize the things that you want. So don't focus on having neons of every pet, mega neons of every pet and stuff like that. Focus on what you want. If you only want a neon of one pet, only get a neon. If you want a mega neon of another pet, get a mega neon. Calculate everything during the final week. Calculate all of the how much all of the stuff that you want is going to cost, and then buy whatever is left over with what you have left over, and then you can trade in the future. This is why it's also beneficial to have alt accounts, because if your main account has like 5 million, your alt account might have 2 million. You might have 3 accounts with 1 million on them, which is additional candy that you can use to buy the things that you wouldn't be able to buy just with one account, if that makes sense. This isn't really a tip, but it's like my final thing that I want to say is remember to have fun. The game is not about trading, it's not about being the richest player, it's not about having mega neons of every pet and neons of every pet and being the best of the best. It is about playing and having fun. Play with your friends, play with your family, play by yourself and just relax and watch some TV, watch some scary movies, eat some snacks. It is supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be enjoyable. So please make sure that you're having fun while playing and not just doing it for the sake of doing it. And also, if you are somebody that is really into grinding, make sure you're taking breaks. Don't overwork yourself because you want 16 of every pet and you're not gonna have enough time. Don't do that. That's something that I would do, and it's not healthy. So make sure you're having fun, make sure you're taking breaks, make sure you, eat a bunch of junk food. Play the game how it's intended to be played. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you, or that you just enjoyed my rambling. Anyway, thank you for watching and happy Halloween. Bye!